NBA is having themselves a bit of a power struggle right now. I say this because now we have it to where the owners, the committee, everybody has came together and said, you know what? I'm losing way too much money on these guys not playing. Or I got way too many fans writing me letters about players not playing but not being hurt. And this is something that became a new trend in the NBA to save the superstars from long workloads and from injury, and to kind of cater to guys who have significant injuries that can't play every single night, that they can still play basketball, but they just can't play a full 82 in a season anymore. They have to get a week of rest, a few days of rest. But some teams have abused this loophole in the NBA, benching every single star on the team or every starter on the team because you want to rest everybody. And I totally understand a fan's gripe, the owner's gripe. You can't rest everybody. That's just not, don't do that. Because what you do is you kind of throw off the chemistry of the team. And if you notice it, the teams that don't do all this managing of the resting and all that stuff, they are the better teams in the NBA right now. Denver did not have any issues like that last year. When Jokic was out, he was hurt. When Murray was out, he was hurt. You know, it wasn't like the Lakers where you got LeBron and it's a back-to-back and he has to sit out the next game out because he's old. It's not like AD where you have this knee injury and you don't want to keep things, prolonged, so you have to get a day of rest after you play in a back-to-back situation. And this has became a real problem because a lot of fans will want to see the draws of the NBA. They want to see LeBron James. They want to see Kevin Durant. They want to see Stephen Curry. They want to see these guys play when they come to their town. But I understand where a general manager and a coach are coming from as well, too, in this situation. Look, we got to go over here to Oklahoma City or someplace like this. And yeah, Oklahoma City is killing it. They got a superstar. They got a young team with a whole lot of promise and everything like that. But say it's a Tuesday night or something of that nature, and Oklahoma State's on a losing streak at this moment in time. Our team is cruising. We're doing pretty good. But you know what? A guy played 42 minutes for me last night. And you know what? I feel like he needs to get some rest tonight because he might do something that will prolong an injury or something like that to where we can't afford to lose this player. So let's go ahead and give him a break for tonight because this is a very winnable game. And possibly I want to evaluate this guy that's on the bench right now to see if he's worth our time. And I get that part. But you're going to have to be fair to the people that pay for the seats to watch you play because they want these star players at these games. You know what I mean? You're not going to sit out the New York Knicks game at the Garden if you're not hurt. So why can't you sit out the game? So you shouldn't have to sit out the game in Orlando either. That's the thinking that they have. They just don't want them to abuse it. It's not that they're going to suspend players or anything like that. You just have to deal with monster fines now. And that's the one thing that will get people to stop doing it is when you start taking money out of their pockets. And they are talking about big numbers. Like if you're a second violator, it's $250,000. If you're a third time violator, we're going to take a cool $1 million there. They're literally saying that you're not going to control our league. These players play when we want them to play. Straight up. And this is to appease their new partners, sports betting, the DraftKings, the FanDuels, the Caesar Bets, so they can stop getting the complaints from the bettor that these games are rigged and that you guys are cohorting this to make sure that bettors can't get an advantage and all this other extra mumbo jumbo that means absolutely nothing. The NBA teams could care less who wins on a damn spread ticket or a money line ticket. All they want to do is make sure that they're protecting their assets. That's it, and that's all. But the NBA has to appease the people that are throwing them billions of dollars right now. And that's the gambling services, and that's the TV people as well too. You see the NBA right now is going to the highest bidder when it comes to TV rights within it for the next decade or so. They're leaving ESPN soon. So they're trying to make themselves as desirable as possible to the next, TV network that wants to invest in the NBA, because this is going to be about a 10, 15-year commitment to the NBA. I know that's a long time, but usually we do this thing. They go around twice with these deals. And from what I'm hearing right now is the NBA is willing to open themselves up to several different platforms, such as Apple TV, such as going back with NBC, that has been in large demand for a long time. Also, keeping TNT and TBS still intact within your situation as well too. And then also adding in, say, Amazon. And some of these more upstart networks that are trying to get themselves in the mix. They saw exactly what the NFL has done, and they're ready to go ahead and sell different games and different events to different networks. And they have to look very attractive doing it. And that means that you have to have your players on the court. So that's pretty much what I'm getting, and that's my 2 cents on this new NBA rule. Is it something that's going to be effective? I think so. I think that this is a good rule for the new wave of players that are coming in. You know what I mean? This is to show guys like LeBron, KD, Curry, that time is running short, and we don't want you abusing your right to be in the NBA by not playing when you're absolutely healthy. You know, we know getting old is inevitable, but we cannot hold up the league, and we cannot dissatisfy our fans. It's that simple. So with that, we